Prepare for the ultimate battle of wits as the fiercest young minds in Southern Colorado face off in a high-stakes trivia showdown. Who will rise to the challenge? Who will claim victory? Find out now on Rocky Mountain Quiz Kids.
Welcome to the third season of Rocky Mountain Quiz Kids. I'm your host, Scott Kilberry. We are very excited to have dozens of teams made up of the brightest students from all across Southern Colorado. And today we begin the second round of the matchup, all vying for the championship match with a cash prize on the line. Also excited about today's matchup with Alamosa, the defending champ, going up against Monte Vista. Let's take an opportunity now to meet the teams. Introductions, please, from the Moose.
I'm Aaron Ramirez. I'm a senior.
I'm Julie Weisner. I'm a senior.
I'm Wesley Nielsen. I'm a freshman.
I'm Madeline Garbrick. I'm a junior.
Nice to meet you guys and good luck. Let's take it over here to the Pirates of Monte Vista.
I'm Zero York and I'm a sophomore.
I'm Will Walker and I'm a sophomore.
Lydia Boyd and I'm a sophomore.
I'm Ernesto Cho and I'm a junior.
Nice to meet you as well and good luck as we get ready to start. Beginning with the buzz round, this is how it works. In the opening round, there will be 3 minutes on the clock. First team to buzz in after I begin reading will be given the opportunity to answer the question within 5 seconds. Now, if it's incorrect, the other team would then have a chance to answer that same question. Teams will be then awarded 10 points for the correct answer until the final round, which is also a buzz-in round, where all the correct answers then will be worth 20 points. So we're putting the time on the clock for this opening round. Teams understand what we're up against? Getting ready to start the buzz-in round. The opening round, beginning now. What type of magnetism, which occurs when vice domains align and only present below the Curie temperature and can permanently attract other objects? We were looking for ferromagnetism. Next question. The U.S. Navy crushed Japan's in what 1944 battle named for a body of water off the coast of the Philippines that featured the first kamikaze attacks? Starting off with a couple of tough questions here. This one is the Leyte Gulf. How about this one? What city where Grover Cleveland served as mayor has an NFL team led by quarterback Josh Allen and names? Ernesto.
The Buffalo Bills?
Buffalo is correct, is what we're looking for. Buffalo alone, that'll do. Pollen is produced in what part of a flower which consists of an anther and a filament? Madeline.
Pistil.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. How about Monte Vista? Want to give it a try? We were looking for stamen. Next question, what inanimate objects whose formation is studied in nephrology have cirrus and cumulus forms and are Madeline?
Alamosa. Clouds.
Clouds. Alamosa, yes, and clouds. There you go. Next question. What character who is seen near a bicycle rack by Mr. Brown was created by Michael Bond, comes from darkest Peru, and is a bear who loves marmalade? Madeline.
Paddington.
Paddington is correct. All right, in the Forbidden Forest, Harry Potter speaks with what arachmantula? Wesley.
Aragog.
Aragog is correct. The Waterdale Bridge crosses the North Saskatchewan River in what Canadian city that is the capital of Alberta? Wesley.
Calgary.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. How about Monte Vista? Do you want to give it a try? Will.
Ontario?
I'm sorry, we're looking for Edmonton. In 2023, Joe Biden nominated Julie Su to assume what cabinet office, which Marty Walsh had resigned to take over the NHL Players Union? Will.
The Interior?
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. How about Alamosa? Madeline?
Press secretary.
No, I'm sorry, it is the Secretary of Labor. What agency's director, Kimberly Cheadle, resigned in July 2024 after its officers allowed a man at a Butler County rally to open fire on Donald Trump? Lydia.
The Secret Service?
That's correct. And next question. What building on the site of the former Waldorf Astoria Hotel is a 102-story Art Deco Manhattan skyscraper named after a nickname for New York? Will.
The Big Apple?
No, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Alamosa? Madeline?
Empire State Building.
Empire State is what we were looking for. The buzzer indicates that we have come now to the end of the opening round. That puts the points at Alamosa with 40, Monte Vista with 20. Now it also brings us to the Power Pass question of the day, brought to you by the Pikes Peak Library District.
The sum of all interior angles of a triangle must equal what?
Aaron.
180.
180 is right.
Every triangle, no matter the shape, follows this rule that the interior angles must equal 180 degrees. If you ever need a little extra help with math or any other subject, remember that Pikes Peak Library District's Homework Hub has got you covered.
All right, so there you have it. 3 more rounds to play, and the volleyball round is coming up next. You're watching Rocky Mountain Quiz Kids. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Rocky Mountain Quiz Kids. Time now for the second round. This is the volleyball round. The volleyball round is a conferring round in which the teams have 4 minutes to answer the questions. We encourage the teams to work as a team, so the opportunity to answer the question through the captain. So that is why we'll have an opportunity to actually huddle up here and have a conferring opportunity. However, before we do that, we want to meet some new faces here. Alamosa, we have a substitution. Who do we have over here?
Chris Mondragon, senior.
My name's Olivia. I'm a junior.
All right, welcome and good luck. How about over here with Monte Vista?
Lexi. I'm a freshman.
All right, nice to meet you and good luck as well. So here we are with the conferring round, the volleyball round. Now during the break, it was Alamosa who had a chance to coin flip. However, they went with tails. Did you go with tails or heads? Well, regardless, you didn't get it, sorry. So that means that Monte Vista won the coin flip, but you have elected to defer. You will go first during the lightning round. So that means that Alamosa is going to go first during this volleyball round. Alamosa, the Moose, are we ready? You know what we're up against? You can confer, you can get huddled up right now, so you can answer through your captain when I give you the question to this answer, vice versa, the answer to this question, beginning right now. What country, which was led by Sarit Tanura after a 1957 coup against Thebum, has been ruled by many kings named Rama and was formerly called Siam?
Thailand.
Thailand is correct. Good job. Over here, what mathematical things are the result of an inner product or dot product, have magnitude but no direction, and are contrasted with vectors?
Shapes.
We're looking for scalars. Okay, over here, what grain, which is polished and then fermented to make the Japanese beverage sake, is used in Spanish paella and is grown in namesake patties?
Rice.
Rice is correct. Okay, back over here for Monte Vista. What city is at the mouth of the Yarkon River, is north of the ancient port of Jaffa, and is a coastal city home to the most foreign embassies in Israel?
Jerusalem.
We were looking for Tel Aviv. Okay, what 1906 law, partly inspired by Upton Sinclair's novel The Jungle, established the FDA and created protections against dangerous consumable goods?
Food Drug Act.
That is correct. Back over here, what novel in which a family relocates to the Barton Cottage is named after the contrasting personalities of the Dashwood sisters and is by Jane Austen?
Pride and Prejudice.
Looking for Sense and Sensibility. The Tallgrass Prairie Preserve is in what state, whose southern border is formed by the Red River of the South and whose cities include Tulsa?
Oklahoma.
Correct. Okay. What politician who succeeded John Smith as leader of a party that he rebranded as New Labour served as Britain's prime minister from 1997 to 2007? Monte Vista, got a team?
We don't have a guess.
That's all right. Tony Blair. What scientist who names a telescope launched in 2009 to find Milky Way exoplanets was a German astronomer who developed laws of planetary motion?
Kepler.
Kepler's correct. What country, where the feminist 4B movement began, has the world's lowest birth rate and abolished its gender equality ministry under Yoon Suk-yeol?
South Korea.
South Korea is correct. What author who depicted Spanish bullfighting in his book Death in the Afternoon wrote about Brett Ashley And Jake Barnes in The Sun Also Rises.
Hemingway.
Hemingway's correct. What materials which have lyotropic and thermotropic types have nematic and smectic phases and make up namesake displays called LCDs?
Radars.
We're looking for liquid crystals. In novels by P.G. Wodehouse, wealthy fop Bertie Wooster is often saved from difficulties by what brainy servant who displays a feudal spirit?
Jeeves.
Jeeves is correct. All right, in July of 2024, what airline that is based at Dallas Love Field Airport announced it would end its practice of having a single cabin with open seating?
Spirit Airline.
We're looking for Southwest Airlines. What phenomena measured by anemometers were represented by Greek gods such as Eurus and Notus and make it possible to hang, glide, or fly kites?
Wind.
Wind is right. What TV channel's past reality shows include Teen Mom, The Real World, The Jersey Shore, although it now uses much of its airtime for ridiculousness?
CBS.
We're looking for MTV. You're not familiar with the Cribs. All right, that concludes the second round. Monte Vista with 30, Alamosa with 130. Now, this also means that it's time for our School of Rock quiz code. Viewers, please head to fox21news.com, click on contests, or scan the QR code to enter the code word for a chance to win the gift card from School of Rock. The code word for today is Jeeves. Jeeves. Of course, we still have a couple of more rounds to go. You're watching Rocky Mountain Quiz Kids. The lightning round is coming up next. Welcome back. We are halfway through the competition. Time now for the lightning round. Now, since Alamosa went first in the previous round, that means that Monte Vista will now go first in this lightning round and pick among the 4 categories. And we got to read out these categories for you. There's 4 of them, and you have a chance to select which one you would prefer to do, beginning with Nobel laureates in literature. Given a pair of works, identify the Nobel laureate who wrote them. Ship captains, name the notable captains or ships. Begins with bro, given these words that begin with the consecutive letters B-R-O. And Kansas, answer the following about the state of Kansas. Monte Vista?
Okay, we're gonna go with beginning with bro.
All right, sounds good. So once again, beginning with bro, and Alamosa will ask you when we get your turn. But in the meantime, this is how it works. The rules are here that you have 60 seconds to answer all 10 of the questions. You can always pass to revisit that question if there's still time on the clock. But if you don't get to those or something is answered incorrectly, that means that the other team will then have 30 seconds to answer those same questions and vice versa. Make sense, guys? We good? Okay, so beginning with bro, give these words that begin with the consecutive letters B-R-O. Lightning round, 60 seconds, beginning now. Male sibling.
Brother.
Correct. A metal alloy of copper and tin.
Bromine.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Ridge over the eyes.
Brow.
Correct. Pamphlet or leaflet.
Brochure.
Correct. Inflammation of the airways leading to the lungs.
Bronchitis.
Correct. Wide or spacious.
Broad.
Yes. Wild horse or Mustang.
Bronco.
Correct. Jewelry held by a pin or clasp and worn near the neck.
Brooch.
Yes. Group of animals young that are hatched or raised together.
Brood.
That's correct. Period of reduced electric voltage.
Pass.
All right, that's the last question, so let's go for it. Period of reduced electric voltage. Time up, though. But you did put some points on the board. Monte Vista now with 110 to Alamosa's 130. So they didn't get through a couple of questions, so that means we'll put 30 seconds on the board for Alamosa. You understand what we're up against here? This is just answering the couple of questions they didn't get to. Beginning with bro. The words that begin with the consecutive letters B-R-O. 30 seconds beginning now. Metal alloy of copper and tin.
Bronze.
Bronze is correct. Period of reduced electric voltage. It's our last question, so give it a stab. Period of reduced electric voltage. All right, let's time up anyway. They're calling it the brownout. But now it's your opportunity to answer one of the 3 remaining categories. We have the Nobel laureates in literature. We have ship captains, and we have Kansas. Alamosa, what do you think? 3 categories?
We'll take the Nobel laureates.
Nobel laureates it is. To be more specific, given a pair of works, identify the Nobel laureate who wrote them. All right, so we're going to put 60 seconds on the clock. You try to answer all 10 of the questions. You can always pass and revisit it. There's still time on the clock. But if they don't get to some of the questions, that means you, Monte Vista, will have a chance to answer those in 30 seconds. All right, so teams ready? Nobel laureates in literature beginning now. The Jungle Book and Kim
Kipling.
is correct. Of Mice and Men and the Grapes of Wrath.
Steinbeck.
Correct. The Plague and the Stranger.
Camus.
Correct. The poems The Lake Isle of Innisfree, The Second Coming.
Yeats.
Yes. Sula and Beloved.
Morrison.
Correct. No One Writes to the Colonel and Love in the Time of Cholera.
Marquez. Garcia Marquez.
There you go. Garcia Marquez is correct. Cancer Ward and the Gulag Archipelago.
Solzhenitsyn.
That's correct. Clara and the Sun and the Remains of the Day.
Ishiguro.
Correct. South African-born author of Disgrace and The Life and Times of Michael Kay.
Coetzee.
Correct. And last, Henderson, The Rain King, and The Adventures of Augie March. All right, time is up, but you got 9 of 10. Put plenty of points on the board. Alamosa with 230 to Monte Vista's 110. One question they didn't get to, and it's under Nobel laureates in literature. 30 seconds on the board. Team ready? Beginning now. Henderson, the Rain King, and The Adventures of Augie March.
Hemingway.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. We were looking for Saul Bellow or Solomon Bellows. That concludes the lightning round. Still plenty of game to be played here as it stands right now. Monte Vista with 110. Alamosa with 230. Final round. Every correct answer is worth 20, so we'll see what happens. You're watching Rocky Mountain Quiz Kids. We'll be right back. Welcome back. It is time now for our final challenge. It's a 3-minute buzz-in round, similar to the first round. But this time around, the correct answers are worth 20 points instead of 10. Remember, not a conferring round, so when you buzz in, you must answer the question within 5 seconds. If it's incorrect, then the other team would have the opportunity to do the same. Teams understand? Our final buzz-in round. Ready? Beginning now. What cabinet post did Cordell Hull hold for 11 years under Franklin Roosevelt, from which he helped form the UN and was America's top diplomat? Will.
Secretary of State.
That's correct, Will. What mountain range, which has sub-ranges named Emmental and Bernese, contains such peaks as the Grand Combin, the Matterhorn, and Mont Blanc? Wesley.
The Alps.
The Alps is correct. What natural polymer in which beta-1,4 glycosidic bonds link the glucose molecules is the main structural component of the cell's walls of plants? Madeline.
Cellulose.
Cellulose is correct. Next question. What tribe who were forced on the long walk to Bosque Redondo had members who served as code talkers in World War II? Madeline.
Navajo.
Navajo is correct. What second longest river in China is named for the color of sediment or less? Lydia.
The Yellow River.
Yellow River is correct. What 18th century poet usually considered the first African American to publish a book of poetry? Lexi.
Phyllis Wheatley.
Yes, that's correct. What rates, an example of which is the federal funds rate charged by banks, reflect the percentage amount charged on Madeline.
Interest rate.
Interest is correct. What philosophical theory's modern version was founded by the designer of the Panopticon and Jeremy Bentham, who sought to maximize Madeline?
Utilitarianism.
That's correct. What musician sang the Cole Porter songbook on a 1956 album, popularized a Tisket a Tasket, and was a scat singer nicknamed the First Lady of Song? We were looking for Ella Fitzgerald. In what state did fighting at Miller's Cornfield and Burnside's Bridge in 1862 make up the Battle of the Antietam, a Union victory fought west of Baltimore? Will.
Kansas? Oh,
Incorrect. How about Alamosa? Madeline?
Maryland.
Maryland is correct. The spin cycle of a washing machine acts like what type of device that spins to separate components of a fluid? Lexi.
Centrifuge.
Yes, that's correct. What literary title character grows up in North Dakota, works for Dan Cody, and becomes wealthy from bootlegging during the Jazz Age? Lydia.
Oliver Twist.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Alamosa? Madeline?
Gatsby.
One more time.
Gatsby.
Yes, that's correct. What activist, the youngest speaker at the March on Washington, led the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee and later served in Congress? We were looking for John Lewis. We had the buzzer right there. That means that we are out of time, and as it stands right now, Monte Vista with 190 to Alamosa's 370. That means that the Moose are advancing to the next round. Congratulations to Alamosa. Nevertheless, Monte Vista, we sure enjoyed having you. I hope you guys enjoyed yourself as well. Good job. And we hope you at home also enjoyed your competition today. Be sure to tune in next week for another round of the Rocky Mountain Quiz Kids. We hope to see you then.